There once was a boy named Tom, whose pockets brimmed with odd treasures: a smooth stone, a blue jay feather, a hand-drawn map. He collected these little wonders wherever he went, always searching for something special that others might overlook. Tom lived at the edge of a small, quiet town, where the mysterious Whisperwood forest began. The forest loomed just beyond the last row of houses, its trees thick and shadows deep, promising secrets and stories untold. The grown-ups warned children to stay away, telling tales of getting lost and strange noises at night. But Tom's curiosity burned brighter than his fear, and he listened with wide eyes, imagining what might really be inside. While others played in the street, Tom sat on his fence, watching sunlight dance on the leaves and listening to hidden birds. He felt the pull of the unknown, stronger each day. He wondered what secrets the tall trees kept, what creatures made their homes beneath the thick canopy, and what adventures waited just out of sight. The forest called to him, tugging at his heart, whispering promises of magic and discovery. One bright Tuesday, Tom packed an apple, a bottle of water, and his trusty compass, just in case he lost his way. Without telling anyone, he climbed the fence and stepped into the Whisperwood, heart pounding with excitement and nerves. The air was cool and sweet, the town's sounds fading behind him. Birds sang, a woodpecker tapped, and the world felt new and alive. A squirrel chattered above, leaping from branch to branch, as if welcoming Tom to this hidden world. Tom felt a thrill. This was the start of his adventure, the moment he'd dreamed about for so long. He didn't know what he'd find, but he was ready to discover every secret the forest held. The world he knew was behind him. A world of wonder, mystery and possibility lay ahead, waiting for him to explore. He walked deeper, heart pounding with excitement, every sense alive to the sights and sounds around him. Every step felt like a promise, each moment filled with hope and anticipation. Tom was finally inside the place where wonder lived. He was not disappointed. The forest was more magical than he had ever imagined. The adventure he'd dreamed of had begun, and every step forward was a step into the unknown. And Tom was ready for anything, his heart open to every wonder the Whisperwood had to offer. The Whisperwood was unlike any forest Tom had imagined. Trees soared overhead, their leaves shimmering silver and deep blue. Sunlight danced on the ground in shapes of stars and moons. The air hummed with magic. Tom wandered, wide-eyed, through a dreamlike world. He found a golden stream, its water glowing with light, and tiny glass-finned fish swimming within. Flowers chimed like bells in the breeze, filling the forest with music. Glowing mushrooms formed fairy rings, and vines shaped themselves into animals. Every turn revealed new wonders. Tom felt no fear, only awe. The whispers were gentle, the magic welcoming. He walked with confidence, feeling part of the forest's enchantment. Tom was no longer just a visitor. He was an explorer in a living world of wonders. A rustle in the bushes caught Tom's attention. Out hopped a blue-furred rabbit with big brown eyes, unafraid and curious. Tom offered a piece of apple, and the rabbit nibbled it, becoming his first friend in the Whisperwood. He named the rabbit Sky. Sky led Tom to a sunny clearing, where a small green dragon, Flicker, sat crying. Flicker's silvery tears sizzled on the ground. Tom knelt beside him and asked what was wrong. Flicker explained he'd lost the heart of the clearing, a magical moonstone that helped the forest grow. Without it, the forest's magic would fade. Tom promised to help. Sky thumped his foot in agreement. Flicker's hope returned. The three friends set off together, determined to find the missing moonstone. Tom's adventure had become a quest. The forest's fate now rested in their hands, and Tom was ready for the challenge. Flicker explained the moonstone's magic. Its light kept the Whisperwood alive. Without it, the forest would lose its wonder. Tom saw the empty patch where the stone had rested, the grass already fading. He felt for Flicker and vowed to help. "We'll find it," Tom said, determined. Sky thumped his foot, ready to search. Flicker's hope grew. Tom asked Flicker where he'd lost it. Flicker pointed to a mossy rock and a slope where the stone had rolled away. The trail was tangled and wild. The search would be tough, but Tom was undaunted. He began thinking like an explorer. The friends set off, following the clues. Somewhere in the vast forest, the moonstone waited. Their quest had truly begun. At the top of the hill, Tom devised a plan. Sky would search the ground, Flicker would fly above, and Tom would look for clues. Each friend had a special skill. They searched carefully, Sky darting under ferns, Flicker scanning from above, Tom studying the ground. But the moonstone was nowhere to be found. Flicker's hope faded, and Sky grew tired. They paused near a grumpy old badger's burrow. Tom refused to give up. He reasoned the magical stone might seek light, not darkness. He spotted a dark hole at the base of a giant oak. "Maybe it rolled in there," Tom suggested. The friends gathered their courage. The next step was clear. The answer might lie with the badger. Their teamwork would be tested once more. The search pressed on, pressed. Tom approached the badger's burrow with kindness, his footsteps gentle on the mossy ground. He knew that being respectful to the creatures of the forest was important, especially when asking for help. "Excuse me, Mr. Badger," he called politely, making sure his voice was soft and friendly so as not to startle the animal. The badger grumbled, clearly annoyed by the interruption to his afternoon nap, his whiskers twitching in irritation. Tom explained about the lost moonstone, describing how its glow might be disturbing the badger's sleep and why they needed to find it to help the whole forest. The badger admitted there was a pesky light in his chamber, one that had kept him awake for nights and made his home feel strange. Tom offered a solution. "If we take the stone, your burrow will be dark and peaceful again, just the way you like it." The badger paused, thinking it over, his small eyes narrowing as he weighed Tom's words. Then, with a slow nod, he agreed. He pushed the glowing moonstone out with his nose, the light shimmering as it rolled into the open air. Flicker's eyes lit up with joy, and the friends cheered softly, careful not to frighten the badger. Tom thanked the badger for his help, bowing his head in gratitude and promising to always be a good friend to the forest animals. The friends had solved the puzzle with kindness, not force. The moonstone was safe, and their hearts were full of pride. Flicker hugged it close, relief flooding his face as he realized their journey was almost over. Tom realized that sometimes a gentle word is the key to any door, and that true courage often means showing compassion. Their quest was nearly complete, and the path ahead seemed brighter than ever. The forest's magic could return, its light restored by their teamwork and gentle hearts. All because they worked together, trusted one another, and led with kindness every step of the way. Flicker placed the moonstone back in its place, and magic pulsed through the clearing, sending a gentle shimmer across the forest floor. The air felt alive, as if every leaf and blade of grass was breathing a sigh of relief. The grass brightened, flowers chimed, and the golden stream sparkled again. Colors seemed deeper, and the sounds of the forest grew richer, as if the whole world was waking up from a long, quiet dream. Flicker thanked Tom, calling him a true friend of the Whisperwood. Tom felt a warmth in his chest, knowing he had made a difference in a place few people ever truly see. The sun set, painting the sky with streaks of orange and pink, and Tom knew it was time to go home, even though part of him wished he could stay forever. He said goodbye to Flicker and walked with Sky to the forest's edge, his heart full of gratitude and wonder. Tom climbed the fence, returning to his backyard, the familiar world waiting for him just beyond the trees. The world looked the same, but Tom felt changed. Everything seemed a little brighter, a little more mysterious, as if magic might be hiding just out of sight. He carried the secrets of the forest in his heart, a quiet promise to remember what he'd learned and who he'd become. He'd learned that bravery meant helping others, even when afraid, and that true courage often comes in small, gentle moments. The greatest magic wasn't a glowing stone or a talking dragon, but something much simpler and more powerful. It was kindness, curiosity, and friendship, the things that connect us and make every day a little more magical. Tom smiled, knowing he'd always be welcome in the Whisperwood, and that its wonders would always be a part of him. His adventure had ended, but wonder would follow him home, whispering to him in quiet moments, and reminding him to look for magic in the everyday. And the boy who looked for wonder had found it, inside himself, where it would shine for the rest of his days.